Welcome, welcome, welcome yet again to another fantastic edition of Friday Night Live. Here we are live July 17th, 2026, hanging out, braving the wildfire smoke of our Canadian neighbors that have drifted down across a healthy portion of the United States, unfortunately. So I've been inside all day just trying to stay away from all the toxic fumes. And I've got to save my voice, of course, because I knew we had Friday Night Live this night. I am hanging out with Jen Cash, the Blind Bard.
How's it going, Phil?
I'm grooving. I'm good. I'm feeling it.
Excellent.
And we've got our venerable leader, Mr. Ron Meischker.
How's everybody?
I'm good. I'm waiting for some rain tomorrow. Apparently, we're supposed to get a lot of rain where I live tomorrow, and cooling it down. Get some rain here.
Let's hope so. We have a jam-packed show tonight, Phil.
We do. We've got 3 guests that are joining us this evening. And I'm sure our first guest is familiar to a lot of our viewers out in the crowd, and that would be none other than Mike Shea, Mr. Flourish himself. There he is.
There he is.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
The
Good.
green room is nice.
How's it going?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not so sure about the open bar. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. We put a bowl of M&Ms in the back there. Made sure that
were there green M&Ms in it? Is that?
I don't remember. What's the color that they were supposed to like?
Brown.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I spit the green M&Ms back into the bowl.
Oh,
You.
ew.
Yeah. Goodness.
Jen, people have lived through it.
I know. It's okay.
Well, it's so fantastic to have you join us tonight.
Oh, it's fantastic to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you have been a regular at the show for the last 2 years.
A regular, twice in a row.
Yeah. Well, hey, one time is an accident, twice is a party. I don't know.
Sure.
Whatever. I don't know. I think I just made something up.
And that's 2/3 of the shows you've had, right? So
yeah. So that's
I've been to the majority of them.
66%.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good. That's better than my high school GPA. So
Yeah.
I like that pattern. Keep it going.
Yeah.
There you go. But we have you on tonight to talk about something that is currently going on, and that would be your current Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Rise of the Lazy Game Master.
Yep.
So
A new book.
tell us all about it.
Oh, boy. So Rise of the Lazy Game Master is the latest of the Lazy GM books. I can't remember if I think it's the 5th Lazy GM book that I've had over the past, whatever it is, 14 years. And this book is focused on the 8 steps of Lazy GM prep, which were originally published in Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master back 8 years ago in 2018, and expands each of the 8 steps based on 8 years of new experiences and conversations with GMs and lots of feedback and all the new games that have come out and all the new styles that we hear about. So lots of stuff going on there. Then a bigger focus on campaign planning, on adventure types, and oh, that's loud. And hey, the die is rolling.
Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. Campaign planning, 8 steps, campaign planning, adventure types, and a giant Lazy GM toolkit of more than 60 tips, tricks, and tools that you can bring to your game. You can choose from and pick to build your own personal toolkit to help you prep your games. So that's kind of the focus of the book. It's an independent book, so you don't need to have any of the other previous books to get value out of this one. And it also sits alongside all the other books. So if you have the other books, you get a lot of value from having all of them together.
Yeah, and it looks like our good friend Matt Archibald in chat has given us an update on where we sit right now, 286,000 with a $35,000 goal. So of course,
yeah, has done well. The only Kickstarter that has outpaced this one. I don't know if it's outpacing on money. I think this is the highest amount that we've done, but
as far as backers are concerned, the only one that was at a faster pace was the Lazy DM's companion Kickstarter, and that was during COVID when there was like 20% more people buying everything. So we're really happy with how the Kickstarter's been going. Really happy for the support.
So are you saying that quietly you're hoping for another pandemic to lock people in their houses?
Well,
and spend more money.
If there's some other way to get 20% more people back into the hobby, that would be fantastic. I would prefer that, of course.
Our chat's rolling pretty good. Neil, our friend Neil, he's very excited about your upcoming project.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's it's always nerve-wracking. You never know how it's going to be received. You never know. Like I've been working on it with kind of in the open with a lot of patrons that I've got. So I've been getting lots of feedback over time, and would hope that I would get feedback if something was amiss. But no, the reception has been really good. People are excited about it. We have a big preview chat, big bunch of chapters in a 36-page preview, which is like 20% of the book. And people really like what they're seeing. So that's always very, it's very reassuring that we're kind of aiming the right place.
That's really exciting because I have some of your books and I'd love to add that one to my collection.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Neil, you didn't get a chance to meet Mike last year, Paige? Huh. Okay. Let's see. The blind drunk bard lives up to her nom de plume.
Hey.
I'm only repeating what's in the chat.
Who said that?
Let's play where's what's in Jen's glass.
Yeah, Michael in chat brings up I don't know if the Taco Bell lettuce bathroom plague is going to help with the Kickstarter's numbers.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think it's going to help in quite the same way that. Yeah.
I'm unsure if a Kickstarter would be in the forefront of my mind if I was suffering in that way.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, right.
They're busy. Oh yeah, you met the other Mike Shea. There are two Mike Sheas.
You know what's funny? I've known that other Mike Shea.
Yeah. So one time,
35 years.
He's been around a long time. Yeah, so he often works with Baldman Games at their organized play programs, and so I'd been running into him. And there was one year where I was doing organized play stuff with Baldman Games, and I ran one game for them, and I went up to the booth where they're like, "Hey, here are your GM rewards," and they gave me this like huge stack of books, like huge, this giant, and I was like, I get all of this for having run one game? And they're like, no, like, you're Mike Shea, right? You've been running all weekend. I'm like, no, I haven't. Like, oh, that's the other Mike Shea. They took all the books back, right? For the other Mike Shea who'd been there working their booth, and for I think it was a Gen Con, and they were there for he's there 5 days straight. And I ran one game. Like, here, you can get this file folder, right? You get this, some character sheets.
Yeah, the other Mike, I typically run a couple of games for Baldman. I'm going out to Gen Con and I help them set up typically on Wednesday. And Mike is like a super trooper. Yeah. They're like all con long, but
I always love to go get a picture with the other Mike Shea. I always try to, whatever cons we're at, we try to get the two Mike Sheas.
Now the funny thing is I wouldn't have recognized the other Mike Shea. Mm-hmm. Now that he's got the beard. Yeah. And he's gone all white with his hair.
Yeah.
But he came up as like the second or third in command of ConCon, which was a convention in Danbury, Connecticut that ran for many years.
Yeah.
And somebody else who's over there with Baldman, Willie Berger, was the
I know Willie
advisor of that. And he was the RPGA regional coordinator of New Jersey and Connecticut for several years. So.
Yeah.
Anthony says Jen's mask is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Figured I'd wear it tonight.
This is a very deep question. Would a Mike Shea by any other name still smell as sweet?
I don't know. That's a little personal.
Who knows, right?
Can't say.
So, Mike, you have your Kickstarter, there and ready to go, and I just threw the link in the chat there.
The link out there,
that's what threw me off. I put all these links in the private chat, and I must have logged out. And when I logged out, it took all the links out. So then I'm trying to get back to it and hit the wrong screen. But you know, I think your products are great.
Thank you.
You know, across the board, whether it's a product like this, like almost like a how-to product, or you know, suggested best practices product, but also City of Arches was wonderful.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm really happy.
Enjoyed that.
Really happy with how City of Arches came out. I'm really proud of it. I ran a big campaign in it myself. The first to 20th level campaign.
You have something else brewing in the background, do you not? With a follow-up?
Yeah. So I'm, I always like to be working on something, and when you're so Rise of the Lazy Game Master, the second draft is already done, and the whole thing, as soon as the Kickstarter kind of crossed over hey, this is actually going to be a thing threshold, it went to Scott Fitzgerald Gray, who does all the editing of my books, and so he's now working on it, which means I can't work on it, right? So like he's, if he's working on the editing, and that's not entirely true. I'm still writing like a piece and go, I have a new tool I want to throw in there, and then I throw the new tool his way, and we figure that part out. But generally, I shouldn't be working on the book after it's already going into editing until it comes back from editing, and then we can continue the refinement. But in the meantime, I want to work on other stuff. And I've been working on a project called Blood of the Primordials. And it's not a sequel to City of Arches. It's its own independent thing, but it's set in this kind of in the same area. It's sort of like a re-envisioning of a similar area, a city known as the City of Blades, which is in City of Arches, like in the book City of Arches, City of Blades is mentioned. This is sort of like, imagine if there was sort of like layers of reality around that could change. So thus you can have a thing that's completely independent from City of Arches, or mix the two together if you choose, but you don't have to. It can also be an independent thing. And that's sort of a, darker survival fantasy setting with ancient primordials and strange, there's no, the gods do not look upon this place, but there are avatars of light and darkness that actually walk the lands and get involved in things. And there's, primordial cults and a city that is built around an arena and the battles in the arena. And so I'm doing little bits and pieces of that and releasing it to my patrons in little dips and drabs. And that'll probably be 2 years out. I think before that becomes a full thing, we would be looking at doing something in 2028 for that. But I'm enjoying it. I'm running a campaign in it for my Wednesday game. So we're kind of exploring this, and it's expanding out as my group expands it out. So it's a lot of fun. But it's a good thing that I have like another creative project I can work on while we're in the middle of, the logistics of making Rise of the Lazy Game Master a real thing.
The chat's on fire here. Michael Doherty says it's a little disappointing to find that the Lazy Dungeon Master himself is doing so much work and not just being lazy.
Yeah, I get that. And the my response is I work really hard so other people can be lazy.
There you go.
Right. Like I'm trying to help everybody else, but also I'm very lazy when it comes to my own games. Right. If the amount of prep that I actually, the amount of prep that I do for my own games follows my own process and follows my own timelines of, usually 30 minutes to an hour of prep for a 3-hour game.
Well, that's really the next question. Did Mike use the 8 steps to make the City of Arches?
I certainly use the 8 steps when running my game in the City of Arches. And I think a lot of the scenarios in the book, I don't know if they're built around the 8 steps, but certainly they follow a lot of the same philosophy. And there's a fair bit, there's a lot of little breakout sections in Rise that talk about how to prep it. I think there's even a breakout that talks specifically about designing the 8 steps around City of Arches. But yeah, absolutely. When I ran it, I did. And I think another kind of thing is after City of Arches came out and I was still running it, I put out, I think 20 scenarios for it as patron products. And those all pretty clearly follow the 8 steps, but more, since there's 4 other people, it's more filled out. Like one of the important things about the 8 steps is that you write them for yourself to run your games. They are not intended that you write them for other people to run their games. Those are called adventures. And you usually need to put more material in there because other people, you don't have to remember the stuff that's in your head, but if you're telling people the stuff that should be in theirs, you have to you have to go further than that. So, but I think those scenarios follow the 8 steps. One thing that Rise of the Lazy Game Master has, I mentioned that adventure types are one of the kind of focus areas of the book. For each adventure type, there is an adventure scenario that is set loosely in the City of Arches that has the 8 steps laid out that show you, if you are running an infiltration and heist adventure, here's an example of one that is set in the City of Arches that's filled out with all of the 8 steps based around that scenario. And if you want, you could actually use it as a little adventure and run it. You could also use it as inspiration to run your own. Or you can actually chain them all together and do like a 1st to 9th level mini campaign. That's an entirely new arc. So City of Arches has 3 arcs that are in the book. This would be a 4th arc where evil artifact hunters are seeking powerful relics to, commit evil, and you can go stop them.
Matt Archibald asks, can Sly Flourish demonstrate a proper Sly Flourish? As an on-guard guy, I'm very interested in the technique.
I believe my Sly Flourish is simply 4 rotations of your fingers while you are bowing. So at least 4, perhaps 5 flourishes of the hand while bowing. Yeah,
That's awesome.
5 you have to worry because you might have some wrist issues. So you would be careful that you don't
limit it to 4.
You don't overdo it. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So,
that's a good.
Oh boy.
Good quiz. Good quiz here. Without cheating, list the 10 adventure types.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when your book gets funded, and I'm sure it will, what's the process? How does it get onto Audible? Because that's where I would need to buy it.
And I think we've got 3 other books on Audible, including Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master is on Audible. I think Forge of Foes I know is on Audible. And I think there's at least 1 or 2 others. And so I work with a narrator, Colby Elliott. And so usually the process, the book has to be finished. So like the Audible version, because it takes a fair bit of production time, because there is both a cut for Colby, the narrator, and for Amazon, it's not a thing that we can add into the Kickstarter. Or we typically don't add in the Kickstarter because there's a lot of complications with how the royalty splits work.
Yeah.
But when the book is done, and Colby's already reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm interested in this," and I said, "Great, we'd love to have you kind of work on this." And Return has done well on Audible. Then we have to get the finished manuscript to him. So it's a series process. But once the manuscript is to him, then he does the narration for it. We test that, and then we can put it up as an Audible book. So I can't promise anything because you never know how the whole process is going to work. But we have done it. We have done it with several books in the past, and I know that all of the people that are involved are interested and eager to do so.
And how long does it usually take?
It could take like a year. So I mean, the book is, we're in the Kickstarter now, so it's theoretically a year before we have the physical version of the book done, before the hardcover. And I would say, like, it depends on the timing. It depends on scheduling for him. It depends on other factors. But maybe 6 months to a year after that before we can get it on Audible.
There you go.
Yeah, it takes a while. But
I was always interested in that process.
Yeah, and it's there's when the whole production side, there's a lot of question of like what can be done in series, what can be done in parallel, and what can be done in series. And you would hope you could do something like that in parallel, but you really can't. Like the whole text of the book needs to be completed before you can start working on an Audible version. And that
makes sense.
Yeah, and it would be great to try to figure out a way to make an audiobook version of the book available. But as you imagine, Amazon's cut is a pain to work with anyway. And then trying to figure out how to add that as like a reward into a Kickstarter is kind of too, there's too many complications to get that to work.
Yeah.
If we had a breaking news sounder, I would hit it right now.
Yeah.
As we are joined live from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Nice.
Sorry, I took a nap before the show and I did not wake up in time.
Hello,
Sly Flourish.
Normally, Chet, you take your naps during the day.
Yeah, when I'm supposed to be doing artwork for you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's the show out in Lake Geneva going?
Oh, it's great. I'm having a great time. A lot of the smoke is cleared away from the Canadian wildfires
good.
coming over.
Yeah.
So it was actually a nice evening. So I broke open the balcony and stuff. But yeah, we're having a great time. Vendor hall was kicking, which was good. People are having a good time playing games and stuff like that. So Heidi and Eric are great hosts, obviously.
Yeah,
I'll have to get out there one of these days.
Well, that's great. We're glad you could make it on tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to Troy Allman says, Chet, you had one job to do. That's the problem. He's got like 10 jobs to do.
That's not true. Yeah, I have 10 jobs that Ron gave me, and he said he wanted them all done right now. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound like Ron at all.
Yeah.
My goodness. All right. Well, Mike, the chat's alive there. We're going to keep you on with us.
Yeah.
And
Great.
we're gonna merge in our next guest here. Perhaps best known as being the guy there in the center.
Everyone else looks really nervous in that picture.
Listen, David's now with us, or DJ's now with us, and I gotta say, I was getting a little concerned, DJ, about the stress points on that outfit over the last few years.
And the smell of it.
Yes, and the smell of it. Yes.
So thankfully,
exactly right.
It is not the first one of those that I have purchased.
You also missed that there's open alcohol sitting on the table there too.
Oh yeah, probably. Cheers.
People throwing shade on Wes Allen here, the egg thief, and
well, as Neil Devlin mentioned, there's an EggCon thief who tried to steal our promo book for our Kickstarter.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Dirty John Vieira, the Canadian thief. He failed his pickpockets. So,
yeah.
Did you indeed punch him in the throat as directed?
I did not punch him in the throat. No, Ron.
Did you get Jen to punch him in the throat?
No. She was pretty frisky today. She did not walk around with a stabby knife, though.
Oh, okay.
She did counsel me on answering emails more promptly and answering Facebook messages immediately. So
I see.
And now you know.
Yeah.
Wes Allen says he has an alibi.
It's always a story.
Yeah.
Always a story. DJ, let's talk about what you've got planned for page 4, because I think you're going to be. I don't know. You're still going to be doing the Randy Macho Man stuff?
Yeah. I'm only doing one session.
One of that
this year because I'm learning a lot of other things too.
And then additionally.
Yeah, we've got WizProv. So for those that don't know, I am an improv performer also, and we're gonna have a show Friday night at 7:00, I believe. So if anyone wants to see a live improvised D&D play, if you've seen advertisements for like 20-sided tavern, it's something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll take prompts from the audience. You guys will sort of describe, we'll take words from you to describe sort of what the setting might be like or an atmosphere. And then we'll take it from there. There's a giant inflatable 20-sided dice.
Thank you for confirming.
Yeah, there might be 2 in case someone has advantage or disadvantage at any given moment. And it's a hoot. I'll show you our little troop if I can screen share real quick. Here is WizProv, if it'll come up.
Oh yeah,
that sounds fun.
We have a show tomorrow night. We do an improvised performance once a month here in Savannah at Front Porch Improv. So we've been doing this for a few years now, and it's just a hoot every time. It's a lot of fun. We'll generally do 2 little like mini adventures over the course of about an hour.
There's my Jennifer taking umbrage that she's not a 1N Jen, she's a 2N Jen. So
She who speaks with closed fist.
well, that is true. So David, this is your first year that the WizProv guys and gals are going to be at Page. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. We perform here every month in Savannah. This will be our first time going on the road. So we're coming up to Philly, the whole troupe. We've got a keyboardist. There'll be music, like scoring the show as we're playing it. And it's a lot of fun. And I'll tell you this, the sort of origin story of this for me was kind of cool. I've been in this troupe for a few years now, and it started with I wanted to take an improv class I thought it might make me a better DM. And the first exercise in my first level 1 class, that they tell you, go up to the front of the stage and just rant about something you're passionate about. I went up and I said, Dungeons and Dragons is the best game, is the greatest game, and for all these reasons. And on the break, 2 of them came over and they're like, we have a D&D show, right? I'm like, what? And you're in the show now, right? You're like, okay. Shouldn't I have taken more than 1 class before? But anyway, I just jumped right in, and it's been great. And I'll say this, it's impacted my DM style in a few different ways. And I think improv is great. It's super fun, and it, like, I would highly recommend any big city there's going to be improv studios that you can take classes at. It is great for dungeon masters.
Well, excellent.
Yeah. I don't think I think I totally agree, by the way. And I've always kind of like thought about that myself. But what I do for work, of course, I teach high school, so it's like I'm like on an improv stage every day, like 6 times a day with teenagers. So I feel like I kind of already there to some degree, but like I feel like that would be really beneficial to a lot of folks to build confidence when you're at the table and someone asks you a question that you hadn't prepped for, or whatever, or like Mike, I know you say a lot of times that you forget NPC names.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, if you were really good at improv or someone was really good at improv, that might manifest itself. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
You forget NPC names? Do your players forget NPC names?
Yeah, if they remembered them, that'd be great. But none of us do. And then the problem is, like, we all knew it was a name, but none of us can remember what. So yeah,
well, that's very interesting, isn't it, Ron?
It is, because
if only there was some kind of tool,
if there was
or tip
some
or trick
kind of
or
tool
way of recording this
that would help your players.
Yeah.
That would
keep track
be
of things.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Except for when
It's
it came up
unfortunate
on the
that
screen earlier.
nobody has anything like that.
No,
they
we teed it up for you, Ron. You're taking too long. We teed it up.
I
for
know.
You.
I had to delete that panel.
Perhaps some 5,000-year-old technology.
Old man with technology.
You know what we can do? We can just add it the old-fashioned way. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that was so exciting.
Oh, you got
amazing.
Oh,
I don't know what's happening.
But
yeah.
I have no idea what's happening.
The point of the tee up was that
I know.
Orange Cat Games has a new Kickstarter coming.
Yes.
All right, the Adventurer's Log, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Here we go.
know what the best part is? It's already printed and ready to go out.
Oh man, you better than me.
There you go.
It's already printed and ready to go out, and
You just have to fund it. Yeah. You just have to.
So I was showing
pledge.
it to a lot of different people at my booth here at EggCon, and they were really impressed. They like the quality of the book, the thickness of the pages. Obviously, the large type is good, especially with a lot of these older grognards.
A question for you on it, Ron. Like one thing, Matt or Mike, as you said, like remembering NPC names is always, the voice that I do for them or accents. If like those are all, I lose track of those all the time. Another one, I'm my current 1E game that I play on Saturdays with a few people in the chat here as well. Magic items, like keeping track of, like we're doing first edition right now after 2 years of OD&D, and the identify spell is
You upgraded.
it's very blurry. I know, yeah, we upgraded. It's very blurry in 1E.
In like 2080, you'll be playing 5th edition.
One day there.
Yeah.
So like keeping track of like, okay, they defeated the boss and like here's the magic items and here's the ones that they know and do not know and assigned to who. And like that is hard for me to keep track of, and I've got a little notebook and I'm writing it down. So Ron, Chet, like, can you talk about that? Is this the sort of thing that this book would help keep track of better?
So this is mainly for players right now. However, we are going to be working on a Dungeon Master log, which will be able to help you. Because currently what I do is like I'm mainly playing Shadow Dark, so I have little index cards, and you got to keep track of the curses and unknown powers, and I have to use highlighters to remind me because I have slipped and let out information before.
Nothing good in terms of RPGs can come from using a lot of index cards.
Yeah. Well, that's
a subtle jab. That's a
subtle
jab.
Hold on. It's easy though when you don't give out tons of magic items.
It is.
Yeah, because you keep it simple.
But Chet, let me ask you. I mean, you've been showing off the book out there at EggCon, and we saw somebody, Christian, who's in the chat, who says he's out there and that he likes it. What's been the reaction so far to it?
Well, first of all, they said the cover and back cover art is so beautiful and impressive. But anyway, yeah, they do like the organization.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? What did you say?
They love the organization of it. They love the size of the type, the amount of space to be able to record information. But one of the things that everybody has been commenting on and saying that they love the best is in the back, the last will and testament of the characters. That's a hit. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Fun. Of course, nobody will obey it. You're going to loot the body of your fellow players.
Right, reverently. You'll do it with reverence and respect, though.
Yes.
Always.
I'm so sorry we lost you.
Right.
Here's a prayer.
I'll share a story when they're ripping off your magic pants.
Well, we will sing songs of you for years to come.
With your own loot. Yeah.
Well, there's hold on. A domestic dispute is about to break out here at the Meister Jennings farm stead. So I can throw out that deck of pre-spell cards you gave me, honey? No, you may not.
And those are like I'm assuming those are like the big like 2E set, right? Like the big box that they made back in the day. I have it in my basement.
Chet,
yes.
What was the reaction to the interior illustrations?
Yes, they were well received. Lynn Rieder, Chandra Rieder, and then of course our friend and page attendee, special guest Stan. They love his artwork as well.
And Stan's artwork is the lion's share of the interior illustration.
Yeah, he gets a lot, which was great.
Of course, Joey Dossel did the front interior cover,
Yes.
and Chad Hansen did the front cover.
Ron.
What? Hello?
Well, now you have to explain that and the inside joke, and it's not very funny.
Well, you explain it.
You just beat a dead horse continuously.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
That should have been our
his
logo.
MO. It's his MO.
That should be our logo for him.
Because there's one coming. There's got to be one coming in the next like 10 or 15 minutes.
No, there's not. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike,
Mike, here we go.
Mike, did you hear that Henry
Oh
Winkler?
no.
Did you hear that Henry Winkler got arrested today?
No.
Yeah, the feds arrested him. They had a press conference. Apparently, he was involved in some kind of financial mismanagement and scheme.
Hmm.
They're calling it a Fonzie scheme.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That fits. That makes sense.
And Mike will never be on the show again.
Gotta go. Thanks for having me.
I think my internet's going out.
All right. I'm gonna roll a d20 to see how good that joke was. We'll see what it says. A 4. You got a 4.
Oh, yeah.
That's science. That's a scientifically proven, accurate way of measuring the joke.
Quality of the joke. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a good chance, though. You had a really good chance of
There
entire
was a question about the adventurer's log. Will there be a PDF version?
Like Matthew says, you got to go find another Mike Shea.
Yeah.
Go find the other one. See if he's around.
As of right now, we are not going to produce a PDF version because we made the book. It's pretty high quality
By hand.
Well, it's thick. It's thick paper. And frankly, once it goes out on PDF, kind of defeats the purpose. So we're still not there yet. I didn't even want to do a PDF of my adventure that we kickstarted. I love
PDFs.
Yeah,
I'm on Team PDF.
Me too.
I think Ron meant our adventure that went out on PDF.
Yeah. Yes, the Orange Cat Games adventure that went out on PDF.
Yeah.
That Chester Minton did some of the artwork for.
Well, I'm glad it's on PDF, Ron, because that's the only way I'd be able to read it.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can read it?
Accessibility.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do have two. We do. It's interesting, Mike. You were mentioning that your products that you have on Audible.
Yeah.
Of course, Jen is legally blind.
Yeah.
And we also have Michael Doherty in the chat who's been commenting, and he's also blind.
Yeah.
And they attend Page, and we're going to have an interesting event at Page, and I think we want to put you in as a player if you're up to it.
Who, me?
You're the only Mike.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. We'll see. Yeah.
I'm sorry. There isn't only one Mike Shea.
Yeah, there's two.
But, there's two.
You might get the other
one. Jen, remind the audience in detail to Mike what your event's going to be about at Page this year.
Okay, it is a blindfolded session. So
Cool.
not only will you guys be blind, but your characters will be blind too. And it's kind of set in a post-apocalyptic world. You're essentially going down from a mountain city where there is light down to a smog-filled surface where everything is dark. Magical light doesn't work. Nothing works. And
it's like hardcore Shadow Dark.
Yeah. And so The cities are overcrowded and survival is not guaranteed. So people go down to find anything they can so that they can survive. So that's what it's going to be. People will go down and they'll see what they can find out there and try to avoid all of the creatures that have taken over the city in their absence.
So, Mike, are you willing to brave the blindfold?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's put me down as a maybe.
That's the point. You're
No.
not supposed to be able to see.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe this will make you feel better.
Yeah.
There's no you don't have to worry about having to know Braille.
Yeah.
Your
that's good.
character
I don't think I
sheet
can pick it up between now and then.
your character sheet will be on your wrist.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Oh, cool.
So this is a little different than the blindfolded dungeon events for the After Hours convention that I'm used to.
Oh, you have blindfolded events too? What are yours like?
Don't answer that.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, were you? I thought
Yeah.
you were serious.
Listen,
No,
I just got a note from one of our attorneys that represents Paige, Ed Lopez. He's concerned about
one of your attorneys. How many attorneys do you have?
Listen.
He has a lot of ambulance chasing friends.
I keep trying to. Well, Ed Lopez, he resembles that remark, Jay. That's what he does. And God bless Alex Kammer. That's what he does as well. But
Sure, yeah.
the idea that I wanted to put Twister in our free play game library has been consistently shot down year after year after year by our attorneys.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know who the Twister champion of North Texas is?
no one cares.
You?
Oh, wow. It's Stabby Jen Glazer.
Is it really?
It is, really.
Wow. I don't
want to know. I
know that
don't
was
want
a
to know.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. That is going over. That is going over. Outside our purview. Michael Pasteur, the shipping department from Orange Cat Games, says thank you for letting her know that your package arrives. So,
Fantastic.
all right. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring on Steven, who's been waiting patiently in the back. He's actually been banging on his camera. So I feel like we have to get to him, and then we're going to he's going to go over a few things with us, and then we're going to go to a little free form and let people on this stream ask some questions. And there he is, Steven. Hello.
Hey, Ron, Chet, Mike, Jennifer, Bill,
How's it
and
going?
David. How are you guys this evening?
Good. How are you?
Wow.
Doing great, man.
I'm alive. I resemble something that's alive. I feel like I rolled rolled one at a bad and critical moment, but I'm okay. To everybody watching, greetings, salutations, and well met, adventurers. I'm on here tonight as a guest of Ron because I wanted to talk a little bit about the Gap charity auction and have Ron unveil the piece that I finished in collaboration once again with Rob Park the Legacy to create something cool that will hopefully garner some money for the charity and help some people out.
All
So I
right.
think Ron has
You want me to put up the picture, or are you gonna?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead and throw that up. It's better than what I'm going to get right now. So
Oh, yeah.
that is, and then all the terrain was sculpted by me except for the stalactites. Those were 3D printed, and all the skulls and things that you guys are seeing are to celebrate the fact that Rob Park the Legacy just managed to acquire the entire Rapham line. So all of the terrain that you're seeing on there, the skulls, the little poles with skulls on their heads and things, those are all pieces from Rapham that were recently acquired. All of the miniatures are original Ralpartha that are produced now under license by Ralpartha Legacy. And these particular miniatures were actually chosen by Ron. So I think he made a good decision. I painted everything. All the base terrain bases. There's a couple of tiny little mushrooms there that all that was sculpted purely out of Avis epoxy sculpt, out of their natural sculpt. I put a non-zero amount of time into this one, and I'm pretty proud of it. One of the coolest things about it is that this isn't just a diorama you can look at. Ron, you want to bring me back?
Yeah.
For a second? Bring me up so people can see. And I'm going to show you guys. And can you guys see this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Very cool.
Can you bring me up to the forefront? I want to show them it. Okay.
There we go.
So every single one of these pieces has been magnetized.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that all of these adventurers are playable. So you can break them out, use them for your party, and for the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
Bam.
So
I did not magnetize the treasure chest, but it does have a slot to sit in there because I figure you guys, if you use terrain, it's something you might want to actually, break out and put into a dungeon room or a dusty cavern or what have you. So, really happy to once again be in collaboration with Jacob Fassbruckner at Ralpartha. He's a friend of mine, and he's always been very nice, in the past few years, providing something cool for me to work on for the Gap charity. And between him and Ron's generous nature, it has been my pleasure to do this once again for Page 4, and to continue to do this hopefully far into the future.
Well, listen, Stephen, thank you always for your generosity. And, for those who don't know, Stephen, I mean, you basically make a living painting miniatures, do you not? I mean,
I work at a very old Italian restaurant. That's what pays my bills for the most part. I do make a little bit of money on the side painting miniatures, but mostly I paint it because I love it. So it's something I enjoy doing.
And you're still doing catalog work for Ralpartha Legacy, are you not?
Yeah, I'm doing it mostly on a trade and volunteer basis with him because it's not like they're not a multi-million-dollar business or anything. Jacob is another person who does that for just the absolute love of preservation of the history of miniatures. And I have a lot of love for him for doing that. And I'm glad he's continued to do it and that he's picking up lines as they go out of production and become available. And he's keeping this art form, this physical media, and the idea of hand casting models and hand sculpting things alive. Because I do like PDF. I like the access and stuff. As you guys were mentioning earlier about the accessibility, I really appreciate stuff like that. But there's something about holding that old module in your hands, or holding a piece of book, holding a miniature, and seeing the work that someone put into it, and the artistry that a painter has done, or the sculpting that they have done to that piece to bring it to life, to elevate it. That just is so important to me that it continues on, especially in a world that is bent more and more towards generating stuff, that is sort of less honest. We'll put it that way.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate it. That is a beautiful diorama, and your painted work is always extremely popular in our charity auction. And speaking of the charity auction, we've actually acquired a few things today that are going to be in our charity auction, including some original Jeff Easley artwork that is going to be in the auction again this year, which we're so grateful to Jeff and for doing that. We also have this puppy that's going to be in there, which is a pretty rare RPG item. from PEI Bone Wits from the late 70s. And I managed to pick up a copy in the wild this week, and I was able to take my copy, and that's going to be in the charity auction as well.
That's kind of you, Ron.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a few neat things in the auction this year, and listen, I can't say enough about the people on this call when it comes to Page's Gamer Assistance Program auction. Mike, you donated a couple of milk crates full of a beautiful and expensive new product to us, which was absolutely wonderful. Chet is always super generous with his time and his art to ensure that our auction's successful. Put together a beautiful artboard with some of his artist colleagues out there, and that brought in quite a bit, plus original art that he's put in, making me bid on original artwork in the adventure that was used in the adventure I wrote, was a good way to get me to spend money in my own charity auction. So that was a pretty good idea there, Chet. But Chet has always donated quite a bit to our charity auction. Not only that, he's a top bidder in that auction, and David as well has not only donated items for the auction, but he's dropped bundles of money in the past in our auctions. And Jen has donated items as well, including a couple of these last year, which we put sets in last year, but it's not like we don't hold on to the additional sets. We have a set of Braille RPG dice here that's going to be in this year's Page auction that came from Jen, and then we have a Pixels D20, which calls out the numbers using an app on a phone, which Jen donated as well. So, a lot of great charitable help from everybody on this call except for Phil.
I donated stuff last year.
Listen, Phil. I know it's the thought that counts, but the Spellfire cards, it wasn't cut.
I donated no Spellfire cards last year.
Yeah,
and Chet, help me out, Chet. I mean,
I think you made about $10 off those, right, for the auction, right?
I made more money selling a shoebox that once contained shoes that were worn by Chuck Cumbo from Pro Lord Games than I did on what Phil donated to the auction last year.
If Anthony Madeira was in the audience for that auction, he would have flipped out and paid heavy money for those Spellfire cards, honestly.
I donated no Spellfire cards. I donated dice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mike and chat. I really enjoyed making the dark down the dark stairwell cover piece there. Yeah, that's going to be really cool as banners at page 4.
Somebody said, he says the Chet's Down the Dark Stairway art. You see it here on the screen there, which is our big giant mega Shadow Dark event that we run, and of course, Mike, you took a turn running.
I ran a couple of sessions.
We're pressing you into service this year again, I think.
Right. Yeah, I can do that.
So, what else do we? What other questions do we have for our guests? We've got everybody on here. Oh wait, here we go. Stan says, if you have some Spellfire photo cards, many of the models are at Page. You can get them signed.
That's true. I know. Ed Stark did one. Stan, I think you did one. Trying to think. There were like a bunch of chase cards with TSR employees on.
So Jeff Butler probably.
I know Lester Smith did one.
No wonder the game failed. Come on, we're I mean,
It is a
you gotta
great
make
game.
you gotta make the content of the art interesting. Stan is interesting.
Yeah.
Ed, when he was sporting his extremely mighty mustache, is interesting.
I think Ed
Lester
does have his
Smith-
mighty mustache. Lester
Lester
Smith's card, he's laying on the ground, like looks like a corpse. He's like, look at his eyes closed, like dead.
Chet, did you do one? You were
No.
posing on a couch?
Don't
Oh,
run.
Here we
Just
go.
stop. Just
Oh no.
You're gonna lose the audience.
There's a question, Stephen. How many paintbrushes do you own?
Yeah. It's not really calculable.
Yeah.
I probably have hundreds. I have hundreds of brushes. If you're talking about good paint brushes like my Sables, I generally try to keep in rotation doubles, like a handful of double zeros, a zero, a handful of ones, a handful of twos, and a few threes at any time. And for the display work, like you guys saw, I generally use the really expensive, probably what I consider the platinum standard Da Vinci, Maestro, Tobolsky, Kolinsky brushes. And then I found out that AIT Art, their US company, has been producing some really good Sable brushes for a good deal. So my daily drivers have been the AIT premium Sable brushes, which I highly recommend because they're a good deal. If you screw them up, you don't want to go cry in your soup. You don't want to cry in your soup and stop it up with your beard because you just ruined a like $30 brush. Instead, it's about a $12 brush.
No, Matt. Ed Stark is not sharing a room with Chet at EdCon.
No, but he was supposed to come up and poke his head in for the show. I don't know where he is. So,
I think it's important that we let everybody know that Neil Devlin is not only excited about Mike's upcoming Kickstarter and about WizProv coming to the convention and about Steven's diorama donation and about Jen's blindfold game and Chet's artwork. But he's just excited about Paige in general.
and Phil's plushie doll.
What a cool ad. Sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
Hey, since people are letting people know, I just want to let you know, Ron, that I also did receive my Kickstarter back copy of Tomb of the Ancient War King, and it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, the Kickstarters have been going out. We had to wait on a reprint for something, but now we have just about everything, and a lot of them went out this week. We're about 90% fulfilled on that right now, and we're just waiting on a couple extra items, and then everybody will have their stuff. So
the cover art that Chet did is just freaking amazing. His interior art is amazing, and the adventure's great. I'm really happy because I have a page version of it as well that you kindly gave me, and that's framed. I put that up with my wall of modules, but now I have one that I can actually run. And once we wrap up the current part of the campaign, our co-GM's running, I do plan on doing just that.
Well, I have to say that a big part of funding was due to your beautifully painted minis that you did for us. No, seriously, it added an element to it that really helped build excitement for the Kickstarter.
I'm glad that helped. Though I'm also really, I mean, I did it for that to help that. But really, I thought, well, you guys should have some painted models when you run it at conventions, and I'm really glad you guys have some that you can. So you can. I know Ron is like me; is an aficionado of the weird and miniature and table building, throwing things on a mat and just throwing beautiful miniatures on there and rolling some dice. So it's he can run the adventure that way because that's what he wants to do with it, and that makes me happy. So
Here's some of Steven's work here of some of the pre-generated characters, which, honestly, those characters are my, came out of my brain, but they were put into, they were willed into reality by Chet's artwork.
I tried to imagine.
Sorry.
I tried to match as well as I could to his cover art. His cover art, the blending, all of his color transitions and blending and the brightness that Chet achieves. It lends itself well to doing like large volumes, and the way you did the miniatures really complemented.
Oh, excellent!
The way that he puts his art together so well that it was just fun for me to paint it. And I normally don't paint resin. I eschew away from it, but I did because you did do a good job on the miniatures, and it was great to be able to do something, to be able to bring into 3 dimensions something that Chet had done rendered so well to you.
Checks in the mail, dude.
Yeah, it's interesting when I wrote the adventure and created the pre-generated characters, and they're basically for convention play or one-off play. They come complete with 5 major personality traits and a background to guide the players on how to play them, but it also provides a description. And Chet didn't quite get the descriptions, like he mixed up a couple of people. And so when he sent me the art, I said, oh, okay. I said, oh, well, this is okay. And I said, maybe the hair's a little different than, she's supposed to have long hair and that one's supposed to have short hair. But after I looked at it, I was like, you know what? I like them the way they are. I just changed the descriptions.
Yeah.
So, it worked out great.
I actually have the written notes that he sent me when I had made this mistake. It was something to the effect of, "Are you a stupid idiot? Can you read English? Is that your first language? I can't stand you artists. You're all lazy. Are you taking too many naps again?"
No.
Well, Ron has learned something. Let the art inform the story, and I'm a big pusher for that. Having art. I mean, you look at Frank Rosetta, look at like the Death Dealer, and like some of the art he did that informed the story. He would do art before. He wouldn't do something after the story was written. He got to the point where he would produce the art and they would write the story based on what he did. And I think that can be a good way to tackle things,
There is a question from the chat to Stephen. What's the difference between resin, lead, and or pewter painting? Other than types of paint, and
I need to clarify. Like, are they asking me the difference of the medium, or how hard, or the difference? Is there a difference to trying to tackle them and paint them?
That's the question. That's
okay. Well, asking. Generally, metal. It depends on the size. Really, it's scale that matters the most in miniature painting, because all miniature painting is the study of light. Color is involved in the light, but that light is what informs where your shadows, where everything's going to fall onto a painted piece. So scale matters. 25 millimeter, you have to do a very bright preparation and it doesn't matter if it's resin or whatever it is, because it's a lot harder to see the detail. So the brighter the preparation will inform a greater contrast. Now you build up to something like a bust side, where it's just like a half a guy and an orc face or whatever. That's when you can get really artistic and you start doing blending of colors, colored grisaille shadows, and you can really inform more. It's more of a canvas to work on. Now, I generally do stick to 25, 28, to try to gather, and this is the game I play, is I try to see how much detail I can put in. I try to put in a level of detail that someone would put in at 40 or 54 millimeters, 25. And sometimes I pull it off, and sometimes I go and fall flat on my face. But that's when you just redouble your efforts and pick the brushes up again. That's all you can do. So, and you will make mistakes. It will take, if you're picking up brushes for the first time to paint in 3D, you will make mistakes. You will not have brush control. It will take you a couple years to gain the brush control needed to pull those details off without thinking about them. But you'll get there. Just like just keep, you ruin a brush, pick up another one, and keep at it. You mess up a mini. If you messed it up too bad, strip it. You really want to paint it, strip it, and paint it again. You will get there.
Now, David, you paint quite a few miniatures yourself, do you not?
Yeah, and if I could ask Stephen a question too. So I've recently got into Age of Sigmar, which is an expensive and really fun hobby. And I've got, an airbrush set up. I've got a really nice painting station at home. And I'm an artist by trade. I'm an effects artist in video games. But it's been a while since I painted minis. And I'm basically just mimicking the box art at this point, just to sort of ramp me into trying to hit the quality that they're hitting. Do you have any recommendations for me? At some point I should probably deviate and try to go a little more artistic.
It depends. What are you using? Are you using layer? Are you using straight acrylics? Are you using the newer inks, speed paint inking? How are you doing your base coats?
Yeah, depending on I'm kind of exploring, right? So I'm priming some white, some black. I'm doing speed paints, and then some blending and building up from the base coat, shading, highlights, that sort of thing.
My advice, especially in the Age of Sigmar, are very highly detailed. That is probably, in my opinion, those are the flagship models that Warhammer has produced in the past decade. That Games Workshop is because those are the cream of the crop as far as the amount of detailing they put into the model. So copying the box art is hard. If you generally for Games Workshop, and a few people I know that have worked for them, a lot of one of their main things that they do is they give you a step by step, or they tell you what paints to use, but just start from a mid-tone. You do everything that's going to be done with the mid-tone, then you can paint your recessed shadows, and then you can do your highlight and blending. And that's kind of how they achieve it without getting the tide marks or getting, layer lines and layering and stuff. But my best advice for tackling really complicated models is to pick an angle of the light where you want the model to be viewed from, and give it a good black, get it sprayed black, spray it in the middle gray, and then just at that point of light, hit that area of the zenithal. So where you want the model to be viewed from when you're looking at it as a piece, get the white just at that angle, so it informs exactly where your shadows are going to lie and stuff like that. So that way you have you're mapping out where the light's going to land, and that will allow you to get the shadows and everything correct. But generally for the Games Workshop stuff, they tend to start from a mid-tone most of the time. So to have the least amount of paint as possible on the model and achieve the brightness and effect.
Nice. I've been playing with colored zenithals, so do a purple from the bottom, a yellow from the top.
Yeah, I do that. I do color grisaille work when it's stuff at 40 mil. When I'm working on a larger scale, I'm working on larger monsters and stuff. I'll do stuff like that. Color grisaille is fine, and don't be afraid to just slap paint and layers and do a color grisaille, and then do a zenithal, and then put an ink. Trust me, man. As you're building the layers up, you're gonna see some interesting effects.
This just in. Jen Glazer, who is known as Stabby Jen for those of you who follow the show, she is making a very strong suggestion to go back Mike's Kickstarter right now.
Yeah.
And when you're there,
I haven't used physical violence as a as a marketing technique yet, but
We might have backed my co-GM might have backed it, so I hope not. I will
Yay.
see. One of us will back it.
And while you're there, go over and visit the Orange Cat Games Kickstarter page and click to follow that Kickstarter as well. So, man,
that's an actual photograph that I took in front of my art booth. I'm not kidding. She really walks around with that knife.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anybody who doesn't know that story, she accidentally stabbed her husband when she was carving a turkey, and he kind of snuck up behind her, and she turned around and jabbed him with the knife.
oh,
So
I'm sure it was an accident.
I think he goosed her, and then she stabbed him.
Yeah, it was more of a reaction, probably intentional.
It's a good lesson to not sneak up on people, man.
Right? Yeah. Especially when they're a big carving knife in their hand.
Like, look, I do most of the cooking, and I do the majority of the cooking. I'm a pretty good. I'm a decent.
Whoa. What is Jen drinking right now? What is that? What is that, Jen?
You want to know?
Yeah.
Lefroy, quarter cast.
Yeah. There you go.
For our guests that don't know, Jen gets ripped in these shows.
I do not.
She literally falls down by the
I
end.
have one shot. That's it.
There was a question earlier in the chat. Now she's drinking clear. She's drinking Everclear.
Water. I'm drinking water. Thank you very much.
Makes my throat hurt just
Asking
thinking
if
about it.
DJ's glass of wine was bottomless.
All right, kind of. Here's my secret trick. Next to my desk, I have a champagne bucket.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a bougie motherfucker, I guess.
Oh, we just got defunded. There it is. But and I'm here with a block of ice and water in an old orange juice bottle.
Good. You need to cut down on your Pepsi consumption and lower your sugar.
I never drink Pepsi.
Well, you were drinking a Pepsi at Page, and then Jen yelled at you.
No, I can guarantee I wasn't drinking a Pepsi.
Hey, he's a Coke man all the way.
I will find the photo.
Go ahead, find it. If you can find it, you're gonna have to AI that.
Oh, okay.
May I promote the other events I've got going on at Page?
What's that?
Can I promote the other events I've got running at Page?
Sure, absolutely.
Of course.
So if you guys have seen, I do the Curse of Macho Man Randy Stroud, which is the stupidest thing you'll ever play. That's going on Saturday at 11 a.m. Sign up for that. I played it. It's one of the most fun times you will ever have playing D&D. I guarantee it. It is stupid as can we swear? Stupid as fuck. Running is a 3-part 3 days called The Last Dragon Eggs, and it's a Dragonlance 3-part one-shot that I wrote. And I've been building it up over the last few years. So at page 2, I ran part 1. At page 3, I ran part 1 and 2, and this year I'm doing all 3 sections. And if I'm a huge Dragonlance fan, if anyone else is, it is set. It is one of my favorite Dragonlance books by Weiss and Hickman was from the Lost Chronicles called Dragons of the Hourglass Mage. It's fucking fantastic.
Oh, it's great. I've read it. Great.
This is a prequel to that. It takes place in Naraka. You are members of the Hidden Light, the resistance force inside of Naraka, and it's a heist set in the center of the dragon armies.
They're trying to steal the good dragon eggs before they can be turned into draconians.
Goddamn right, yeah. And then it goes. It's pretty amazing. So that's on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If anyone wants to sign up for all 3 parts, I've had people that have been accumulating the parts now and are going to be there for all 3 this year.
Yeah, I very well may do that, since apparently I'm going to get to be. I should be there next year, even if I'm in an arm sling still. I'm going to be going. I think Ron will twist my other arm off if I don't go this time.
Listen, you've put a lot of your time and energy and generosity into Paige over the years, and it's time you get on the plane
Yeah.
from California and fly
I'm
in
mainly,
for it.
yeah, I'm mainly going just to visit. You guys are, like, sure, the majority of you are people I talk to on a daily basis, even if not in person. So we're friends. I want to go hang out with you guys. And the fact that you have two thing coats and at your paint and take, and I've been using that pretty much just that and inks for the past 3 years. I think I have a pretty good handle on that paint. So I'll probably spend a non-zero amount of time helping with that.
Well,
Just
Bob,
going over and helping show people how to paint. It's
Yeah.
cool. I don't mind doing it. If you want to learn how to paint, and you're going to page 4, I'll probably spend, Friday or Thursday, one of the days, I'll probably just go with whoever's teaching the painting class and just go and paint, because I have a complete handle on all of the two thin coats range, because I backed every single one of Duncan's Kickstarters, except for the dark arts, because I have so many damn paint. I'm out of room, guys. It's just racks of paint over there and miniatures.
Well,
It's racks. And inside, it's racks
interestingly,
of paint and books and miniatures. It's just, I'm buried in lead, guys.
well, Bob Watts from Bob Watts, who basically distributes two thin coats through
from
Transatlantic Games, right?
Yeah,
of course, Bob
with
Grenadier all those years, and was the CEO of Ralph Partha. He was the CEO of Games Workshop North America. He was the founder of Heartbreaker Hobbies. Miniatures in the hobby wouldn't be what they are without Bob Watts. I mean, it's 50 years of being at the top of the miniatures market. And
he was our honoree last year too.
He was. He won our Lifetime Achievement Award last year. We did not give one out year one. We wanted to make sure we made it to year 2. We weren't looking to spend money on plaques. You always get inside baseball here on Friday Night Live. But the year 2 was Frank Menser, and he was a sentimental favorite, especially because he's from Delaware County, which is one of the counties right outside of Philadelphia. And Bob is from Springfield, Pennsylvania, which is the next town over from the convention center where we hold Page. But I mean, they both have had tremendous careers in the industry. And, I think we're going to do something a little different this year with the Lifetime Achievement Award. And we'll be announcing that soon. Normally it's our Page committee that selects it, but I think what we're going to do this year is we're going to put together a slate and do it by private ballot, and we'll let attendees send in votes, and and of course we give out that award to the recipient at our Thursday evening special guest and staff/volunteer dinner. When this year we're including our new badge level of supporting patron at that dinner.
Cool.
There's a question here.
Going to be watching Conan or something? You guys going to see Conan this year?
Conanza.
Yeah, we have a Wednesday night back-to-back screenings of Conan the Barbarian at the movie theater across the street. It holds about 225 people, and all of our special guests, our supporting patrons, our staff and volunteers, and our gold badge holders are invited, and you'll receive information soon about how to select which one of the showings you're going to go to. we were going to do them both, but we realized it was too many people to do both this year. So we're going to do one of the movies this year, and that's Conan the Barbarian, and then we'll do something with Conan the Destroyer next year. And we have a lot of Conan related stuff with Paige this year. We've got Jim Zub, who's going to be in as a special guest, who's of course not only has done work in the RPG industry for both WotC and Paizo, but he heads the Conan properties comic book direction through Heroic Signatures. So, it doesn't go into a comic book as Conan without Jim Zub giving the sign of Crom over it. And we have pop culture experts there. Jeffrey Shanks, who's a Robert E. Howard expert. Mark Finn, another Robert E. Howard expert, will be there. Matt John, who is the author of the Monolith Edition, the most recent edition of the Conan the Barbarian role-playing game, which I'm sure anybody who's seen the show knows how much I've raved about the game. It's a great game. Always look forward to the sessions that we play in my home group for that. We've got Chris Lights, who did quite a bit of the design work and the writing for the Modifius version, the 2D20 version of Conan. And we've got Vincent Darmage, who wrote most of the Mongoose version. And of course, we wouldn't have a Conan RPG centric featured events without this guy. Zeb Cook's going to be with us at Page this year. And of course, Zeb wrote TSR's version of the Conan role-playing game. So all four generations of that game are going to be represented at the show. We're going to have some Conan live plays, and we're also going to have a Conan exhibit at Page of different Conan RPG items, different literature items, artwork, fan artwork, real artwork, maybe some comic book stuff, but there will be a Conan exhibit there, and a few other surprises, I'm sure. Stay tuned for those.
Oh, and the crickets have come into my garage. Like Ron had one last week. You didn't have crickets last week, Ron?
I have crickets. I have crickets all the time. I live on a farm, and my lovely bride does not like to use any sort of pesticides.
Well, I don't either. I have an extensive garden that's entirely organic, but I don't have them because of that. I live about 200 feet from a giant natural storm drain, and every night I have friends with crickets. There's probably about 20 of them, I think, now. So I'm sorry about that, but you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's
nightfall.
Yeah, it's tough here. In fact, we have these massive hornets that we were dealing with today. Yeah, not great. Not great. But
I get tons of tree frogs, and there'd be like hundreds of them, like all night long during the summer. It's crazy.
Yeah, Me too, and I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind it, but if you're trying to talk to somebody on a stream,
yeah,
the window's open.
It helps me sleep at night, actually. Yeah. Tree frogs and crickets and peepers. Love them.
It's so muggy and humid here where I live today. I mean, I'm not dealing with the smoke that everyone else is dealing with, but until right about now, it was in the 80s with like 88% humidity. So it's just been extremely muggy. So I have to leave my workshop cracked open and stuff. I shut the shop fan off because that would have interfered with the stream probably. But my apologies for the crickets, guys. Sorry.
No worries. What we're going to do now is we're going to jump back over to Mike, and Mike's going to he's got to jump off. He's got more promotion to do on another program. So
the promotion on the other program is my bed.
Yes. But what we're going to do is, Mike, why don't you what do you want to leave us with tonight as it comes to your Kickstarter? And there we put the link back up on the screen for Rise of the Lazy Game Master.
Oh, what can I share about it that's exciting and interesting that I might not have talked about already? I don't know. The toolkit's really cool. Like, the toolkit is in return, I had a toolkit of like 6 or 8, kind of little tips and tricks that you might throw into it. And the new one has 61. I just added a 61st one, and they're all taken from like lots of different places and lots of different ideas. Clocks from Blades in the Dark and Powered by the Apocalypse, and the escalation die from 13th Age, and Doom points and luck points from Tales of the Valiant. And so there's lots of like little, and then a bunch of like just little levers, tiny little things that you can kind of drop into your game that that can help out. And so I'm kind of excited to see people dig into those. There's the preview, and I would ask, like, even if you don't even know what it is, go grab the preview. It's free.
It's 32 pages.
32 page PDF, downloadable. Cool. And has a list of all of the tools that are in there, so you can see what they all would be. And then there's a bunch of samples of those in there. So yeah, it's an exciting time, and I really can't wait to get it out there and get into people's hands, and hopefully help people run great games.
On the success of it.
Yeah, so we should have some version of it by the time page.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah, by the time page 4 comes out, when we all are there should be at least some version of it out by then. I don't know if the hardcover probably won't be done yet, but I think. Elder Goblin Game says it's true. Not only is Mike a good designer, but on occasion I have been known to scrape off people's windshields for support. Yeah, for people.
Hey, Mike, you could track me down on Facebook if we aren't already friends. Do you have questions about painting or anything?
Sure.
Just DM me, dude.
I need to paint more. So like I did a bunch of miniature painting, not of super. I'm a like base paint and then ink and then dry brush or the reverse, paint, then dry brush and then ink.
Long way to paint.
So
dude.
Yeah, pretty rapid stuff. But I like them. I look and like, they're as good as the WizKids stuff that's coming out, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, yeah. If you have any questions,
I need to do it more.
I'm happy to take a look at it. Just
Sure.
just get back at me on there. I generally do that on the weekend. If I'm not gaming, I'm out here sculpting or I'm painting tons of whatever.
Yeah,
so
very cool.
Feel free to get at me. You have questions.
And Mike, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. And
thank you for having me on. It's been great.
You're cruising towards 300,000 on that Kickstarter. Congratulations really on that success.
Really happy for all the support people are bringing to it.
And if anyone needed any more motivation to back Mike's Kickstarter.
Yep. Right. Violence. Okay. Right.
Yay, violence.
I can't say violence won't find you if you don't back it.
Yes. All right, Mike, we're going to let you go because we know it's bedtime. But
exactly. I'm turning into a pumpkin very quickly.
Okay. Good night, Mike.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for having me on.
See you later, Mike. Bye-bye.
Okay. So that leaves us that, and then there were 6.
And there was sex. What?
I want to be a cool thing.
I do want to. Nice. So Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo hat, which will be available.
Take a look at that. Look how nice it looks, guys. Look how bright it is, man.
Ooh, my husband will be happy. He loves hats.
Beautiful logo design.
If you ever see me on a stream,
that is interesting. I didn't even think of that. DJ designed that logo.
That's great.
Very cool.
Really? I did not know that.
He designed that logo. Yep.
Hell yeah, man.
I dig it, dude. The skyline. It's just it's classic. It's like instantly classic. I really like Ron. I really like your concoction as well. I hope you make a hat for that. And you and Chet, damn it, make me an Orange Cat game pack because I have Orange Cat.
Fun fact. This might be a trivia question in the future. It's called Orange Cat Games because I thought both Chet and I had orange cats as pets. And so, I was asking Chet, I was doing bios for us. And I was asking Chet, I was like, what's the name of your orange cat? And he goes, I don't have an orange cat. True story.
I think what happened was
looking at my cat.
I always
this is a good question. That's a good question. Phil Rieder is wearing a hat. Where is his page hat?
I need a page hat.
The only reason I'm not wearing mine is because it was too dang hot and muggy. In fact, it cooled off. I'll actually rock it now. It's cooled off. And
Phil's choosing not to answer the question. He's been called to the carpet.
I have a page hat downstairs. That was the patch was put on concoction. Although the hat I have, the patch is not centered correctly, so it looks a little goofy when I wear it.
That's your head shape.
Maybe, but I think it's the patch placement. So
yeah, Michael in chat. Yeah, that's how it is with Ron. I start to talk and he just talks over me, and then I never get to speak again.
all you people watching, I got to tell you guys, this hat is really freaking comfortable, man. They made a quality hat here, folks. And
I got the orange one, and
I love it. It's like it's like a kind of like chartreuse, kind of like magenta, dark pink. It's just a great hat, dude. It's comfy, bro. Good job on that.
Phil, are there any other page products you'd like to disparage tonight while we're on the air?
Products? I don't think so.
Here's a handy QR code for folks.
Yeah.
So I have my page ad up here. So if you guys want to scan that and come to page, there it is, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It actually works. There you go.
Yep, I just brought it up. Nice. Well done.
That's cool.
Now you just go back and pause it. There's a QR code. Come on, come and join us. Join us, adventurers.
Stephen, where are you at in California?
I am in Chula Vista. I can walk up the hill and I can look into. There's one town between me and Tijuana in Mexico.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I'm about a quarter mile from the coast. I'm about 11 miles from downtown San Diego, the home of San Diego Comic-Con International. And yeah, I'm literally there's one little tiny town, and then it's San Ysidro, and then Mexico. That's where I live. I live in a very large. I live in one of the largest small towns in America as far as the amount of people in it, and it's still a suburb without a bunch of skyscrapers. So
Nice. I'm born and raised in LA, but I moved out to Savannah, Georgia.
oh man, that sounds. I don't know what to tell you. Man, I mean, Savannah, I guess it could have some nice weather, but it sounds humid to me, bro. Sounds too humid.
Yeah, real bad.
Swampy.
Yeah, Savannah's beautiful though, but yeah, humid.
Well, it's humid, man.
If you
Where I live, it's humid. We have one of the last marshes that's protected marshes in California is in my town, and then there's this bird that it's the reason it's protected. The western tern. It's the only place in the world that it exists.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the California condor was there.
Yeah, well, I have seen one before, but no, I mean generally not this far south. But I have seen one in the past 10 years, over Coronado, over one of the beaches that's just west of the city of San Diego. So,
Hey, Jen, do you have any questions for DJ or Steven?
Yes. So Stephen, I know you're going to be painting, but are you playing in any games?
I'll probably sign up to play something.
Dragonlance Gang.
Yeah, I may actually, because I've been reading Dragonlance since I think I read the first Dragonlance when I was 7, like a couple years after it came out. I started reading the trilogy. That must have been about 1985 or 86.
Yeah.
And I was the one who was into that. My oldest brother, he was a big Tolkien, and then they read the stuff they read, and my other brother as well. But I really, Dragonlance was a little bit of an easier read for me at that age, so that was what I read, and I had almost every book produced by it until the late 90s, I want to say, and read them all. And I really have a abiding love for a lot of the Tales trilogies, especially the original Tales trilogies. They're hilarious. The Jeff Grubb's Gnome Story is a highlight for me, and some of the funny stuff that Jeff Grubb wrote for Dragonlance. It holds up so well. It's like an American version of Terry Pratchett, and I like that, man. I like some funny fantasy sometimes, I would say. And if you
Yeah.
look at my models, you can tell kind of that I go on a very kind of, I like the weird and the strange models, and I do like to kind of make irreverent things. I'll take a model that looks really like a mean guy, and I'll give him super expressive eyes so that he looks super cute. And I say that's, well, it's all the more to eat you with. So I kind of like the softer plate wolf. I want it to be cute. I want the cute to take the characters out. I want it to be cute when it destroys them.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And DJ, what about you? What are you looking forward to as far as playing games at page 4?
Oh my God! I wish I had time to play games. I am running 5 events. I've left my Thursday clear to just sign up for stuff. There'll be some Thursday events, right?
Jen's
yeah.
chasing that liquor with a beer now. You see that?
It's polar water.
Okay, Jen.
Water doesn't come in cans. Stop.
It does too.
You want a beer? Jeez, so funny here, dude. Ugh.
We have San Pellegrino upstairs, so
Oh, yeah.
that also comes in cans.
Ron, what is the one of the Conan movies? Is that Thursday or Wednesday or
Wednesday night?
Wednesday? All right, maybe I'll come a day early just to go hang out for that.
Yeah. No.
Are you flying me out? Are you flying me out on Wednesday, Ron? So I'm going to go to that, or what? We haven't figured that out yet. I'll talk to you about it later. But I'd be down to go watch Conan. I haven't seen it on the large screen I didn't see it originally, but I've seen it once on the large screen.
So
In the
a couple
90s?
years ago, they just, for the anniversary, they played it in theaters, and I had to drive like an hour, but I went and I saw it, and I brought my wife. I made her watch it with me.
You made her watch it with you?
Well, she was okay with it. She's not really into it.
They screened it in the 20th anniversary, or they screened it at Comic-Con.
So it came out, 81? So
Yes,
it
they
was.
screened it in like 2001 at Comic-Con or something like that. And I remember I saw it then. You had to buy tickets for it, but I remember that's the only time I've seen it on the screen.
Real quick, before the day ends, want to wish our a very, very important staffer at our convention, Pete Flagg. He kind of keeps me alive at the convention, actually. Want to wish him a happy birthday. It was his 72nd birthday today.
Oh.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Pete.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think he's that old.
Happy birthday, Pete. Such an awesome guy.
He is an
Always
awesome
so
guy.
Nice. He goes out of his way for everyone. Such a great guy. Honest.
Yeah, no, he is. I think we've lost control of the program. Pete is the best. Isn't he a Stephen King character? I don't know, Matt.
From the Stand?
I don't know. What was his name?
Pete Flagg? I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh man. Oh man, Wes Allen's up late tonight. Look at that.
No.
He's 70. Pete's 72 years young today.
So is Wes Allen. That's awesome.
Well, Wes Allen, he's asking when's the cheesesteak dinner. It's Thursday night at 5:30, and that again, special guests, staff, volunteers, and supporting patron badge holders. Interestingly, this year, supporting patrons and gold badge holders have a variety of exclusive events this year. And when we go live with our events on the 7th of August, beginning with supporting patrons, you'll see those on the schedule. In fact, you can see them now. And if anybody's looking to upgrade their badge to an available badge type, for example, you bought a weekend badge, but now you want a gold badge, we can do that administratively for you. You just need to drop us a line. In fact, somebody dropped us a line today and asked if we could do that for them, and we're going to accommodate that.
Yeah, Wes, I know how old you are. 212 crew, man.
Wait, you and Wes are the same age?
Yeah, we were born on the same day, same year.
Wow.
Different mothers, though.
What are the odds, though? I mean,
Why does he look so much younger than you?
the art will do that to you, Ron. The art, man.
I have a
The
pretty
art, yeah.
Trust me, man.
celebrity birthday.
I'm wearing I'm in California. I'm wearing face cream. You should see me without it, man. It's like it's night and day. I don't have a beard because it looks like Chet's, and I'm in my late 40s. So don't don't worry about us artists.
I don't have a beard because my beard looks like Chet. Chet, how does that make you feel?
I'm younger. I'm younger than Chet. I have my beard is white at this point, like whiter than his, dude. So I don't do the beard. I can't get away with it.
I'm just gonna pull the Phil. I'm just gonna do the Phil thing when Ron insults me. I'll just be like,
Yeah, yeah.
Now there is a suggestion that Wes and Chet may have the same father.
it's definitely the same father. I didn't I say that? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't make that clear.
Now, speaking of relatives, you're out there at EggCon.
Yes,
and
father and son. Yes,
father
I know.
and son.
I know where this is going.
Chris Arneson and Jeff Easley. Right?
Do you have the picture?
I do. Awesome. I'm going to show the picture. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, why?
Yeah, if any of you out there didn't realize, a lot of people will ask Chris Arneson, is Dave Arneson a relative? Are you related to him? And of course, he's not. It's just the same last name. And then the secret came out that Jeff, and when he was a little bit younger, famous artist, playing around a little bit, he had a son, and Chris's mom never told him who the father was. And then when Chris started getting into D&D and then doing art for D&D, his mom finally told him who his father was.
Is that a true story?
It is true, yes. And they were already friends. I'm sorry, what's that?
Did Jeff know it?
So Jeff never said yes or no that he knew it, but yeah. So they found. So Chris found out, and it's a little bit of a running joke, but it's true.
Holy shit! Amazing.
Well, you see them side by side, you can really see it.
Wow.
There it is.
Same head, everything. Look at him. He's admiring his father's work.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And they always have a booth right next to each other.
Now, just so we look at this Easley artwork going to the page auction, there it is there.
Oh, I saw that, actually.
I saw that. Yeah.
Cool. That's a great dragon, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I saw him drawing it, and I'm like, hey, what do we have to do to get that?
Yeah, he was drawing that Gary Con, I think.
He drew this one at here at EggCon.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Jeff, I like when Jeff does black at B&W art, because you can see it gets so the contrast he pulls from the darkness to the light. It's just so stark. It really makes anything he does in black and white like really stand out, and I like that. It's something that like I can take my glasses off and I can still see it, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I kid around a lot. Yeah, I think everybody knows that, but I do have to say and thank Chet. Chet is always thinking about how to make Page better and how to make Orange Cat Games better, and he's often come to me and say, hey, what do you think about bringing this guy to the convention, or hey, what do you think of this, or hey, how about we bring this organization out. Always thinking about what's best for Page, and we kid around, but I say that from the bottom of my heart. Now, Phil, you're almost asleep there. You almost fell asleep. I saw it. You were dozing off.
I am just casting my eyes down on my.
He's looking at his phone.
I am.
Mike Shea is texting
I
him,
was
going,
sending him a secret message.
What the hell did I get involved in?
I feel you, Phil.
Yeah.
No, it's a PG-13 show, Jen.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
I mean, I know what he's going through.
You know what he's going through?
Torture.
Yeah.
I'm a torture troll.
Everybody's tired this time of night.
Please tell us more. Please.
Everybody's tired this time of night.
Jen, do you have any more complaints you want to put out there? About the length of the show. How about you? How about attacking the quality of Page merchandise? You want to join in with Phil on that?
Dude,
Anything like that?
Oh, I think you do very good merchandise.
Yeah, thank you.
Especially your dice and your plushies.
Oh yeah,
that logo's fucking awesome.
Little shout out to Matt Roberts, who's apparently pretty drunk, sending me messages. I just asked him to start watching our live stream. So.
Oh my God! So we're going to have two drunk Matts on here. We're going to have Archibald and Roberts. Is that what you're saying? Oh my goodness! So
hey, it's Friday night. Why not?
I mean, Jen's drunk, so why not everybody else?
I mean, I get drunk on one shot, so whatever.
Well, DJ, we know you're constantly drinking, just so you can maintain that medium.
Of course.
That's right.
Oh my goodness! So, somewhere around, I have the original Page concept art that I did. I'm looking for it right now. So talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I'll show off a thing.
Let the call back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm going to put a link to this in the chat.
That is true, Troy. DJ's bottle is almost empty.
Is it? Oh, there's plenty to go.
By the time it's empty, that'll be the end of the show.
That's right. Ron, can you approve a screen share?
I can but it's not coming. It hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
That's true. Ron is a 10th tier artist.
You should have been like, oh, young Padawan. You could have,
There it is.
Looking back, man.
So I just put a link in the chat to that. So I don't know if all the people know the art.
I've seen this. This is cool, man. Is this the thing that's like every RPG that poster?
This is every D&D product that TSR ever published.
The TSR one. I saw like that. They've done a few of these. A few companies have produced like posters that show all the different spheres. I don't know. This is cool, dude. And that a picture of all of them. That's rad, dude.
Put
Is
a link
this
to that.
from the ACM or something, or is this something that you produced?
I made this.
That's rad, dude.
Oh,
You should do a poster, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's every D&D product ever published by TSR, starting pre-1974 with Chainmail, and then the Three Little Brown Books. It's got rows for each of the campaign settings, so you can see when I made this.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Ravenloft came out before Dragonlance, for example.
Yeah. Lauren Tracy Hickman. That was the I series. I remember seeing that before the Dragonlance novels came out. And
I didn't know Ravenloft was before Oriental Adventures either.
Yeah,
that's right. I didn't know that, the Odyssey series was something that existed. So here's some like late TSR stuff. Coast was a campaign setting that I think a lot of people have never even heard of. Birthright, which I think Ed Stark was the lead of, right? This is
you're gonna get Archibald all excited now. Archibald's gonna go nuts.
Wasn't that Rich Baker?
We were playing Ravenloft for the most part.
Baker?
I think Rich Baker was the lead on
it's
that.
Rich Baker. It was Rich Baker. I saw Archibald almost like lose himself at page 2 when he was meeting Rich Baker.
Amazing. So the first 2 rows are like the core book. And by the way, I just put the link to this in the chat. I'll post it again. Here it is.
Oh, excellent. I'm going to grab that.
And I made this for 2 reasons. One, it's kind of tied into the origin of Page itself. So there's a couple of like Facebook RPG auction groups that Ron and I are members of. And when like kind of the early days, people were like, well, why don't we are buying and selling stuff to each other? Why don't we get together and play some games? And so I was collecting a ton, and I was looking at these like lists online. I had a spreadsheet and shit, but it was really hard to wrap my head around. Like, I'm trying to buy all of these books, like really. I maybe have a quarter of them or something like that, and I know Ron's got a crazy collection.
So what is this in? What program did you use to make this?
This is called Prezi.
Okay. What's the resolution? Like 1,000 DPI?
It's intense. Yeah, it is fucking crazy. So it is. I've scraped all the cover art from RPG Archive on the website. So in the bottom left, there's credits here.
Okay.
Like all the sources.
Good for you on that too.
Yeah. And then, but yeah. So it's basically intended to be Prezi, supposed to be a PowerPoint like kind of.
Yeah.
If I like step through the arrows, it takes you through a little like history lesson of D&D.
Yeah.
Here's the early Judges Guild stuff and the
cool
books, the Greyhawk thing, and then there's like strategic review. So if you just like arrow through it, it'll take you through kind of like a little D&D history. Here's the earliest D&D like video games and Endless Quest book.
Sweet, yeah.
I have a question. Are you gonna like produce this as like a PDF database for some people to download, or are you gonna like what are you just doing this just for the love of it, or are you gonna do something with it?
Just for the love of it, honestly.
That's rad, dude. I respect that so much, dude.
Yeah, I'm not making any money off of this. I just like I care, and like there's even a bunch of like stupid encoded stuff. Like for each lane, there's the height is signifying something. If it's a like source book or a module, it's higher or lower. The novels as they came out are in a different lane. Like,
do you have any of the video games and stuff?
Yeah,
all of the video games are in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Awesome. Yeah, there you go.
This is rad, dude. It'd be really cool.
The first ever D&D video game was that, which I have sitting to my left. I could probably reach over and grab it. Here's the Intellivision, like Dungeon for Apple II back in the day.
Yeah,
that
cover inspired me so much.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got a question, Dave. DJ, why up in all your tabs do I see Pornhub?
Okay, well, that's because just before this podcast, It's not just Pornhub too. I've got several. Anyway, you'll know you'll notice this gradient right here, this line.
Yeah.
So this is where we are at in my Saturday game. If anyone cares to watch early
okay.
live streams or actual plays, I stream my games on YouTube and Twitch. And so that's part of why I made this, was to essentially, we've been stepping through time. So every set we started it, we did a chainmail match, and then we did 2 years of OD&D using the 1974 rules. And we're basically stepping through each month, and I hand out whatever book was there. So here we are right now at 1985, January came out. So
1985.
Yeah.
So many of these adventures got dumped for pennies on the dollar to KB Toy and Hobby. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. That's 85 is when I started playing D&D, and I would go to KB, and there'd be so many D&D modules for like nothing.
They were 99 cents. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could picture you, Phil, in there with your broken cast on your finger after your sister kicked your ass.
That was way before that happened. I was only 10 years old in 1985. I started grabbing stuff there because it was like it wasn't expensive. My parents were like, "Oh, this stuff is cheap."
Is that the paint concept art?
There's the Ron generated early concept art.
Now, did you use MS Paint to make this run?
Yes, I did.
Did you really?
Ron sent me that. We were talking about, I had an art background when the con first started, like before even page 1 existed, and he sent me that. He's like, "Can you do something with this?" I'm like, yeah, let me fucking redo it. And that's the page logo.
In my mall that I used to buy my modules from, there was a Walden's bookstore and a KB Toys.
Yes.
And they would compete with each other with the prices.
Yeah.
It was awesome. My mom would yell at me like, "Hurry up! Pick up a module and hurry up!"
Oh my God. Yeah. What is it with that? What is it with those 80s moms and the impatient? I'm like, I'm looking at them all. Give me a second.
Okay.
I would say though, I did hang out in Walden's bookstore longer and more because they had an art book section, they had a comic book section, and it was all right there next to the D&D section too. So
but Chet, everybody knows that men don't shop; they buy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure. I understand that.
So you go in, you grab what you need, and you're out in 2 minutes.
I feel like I've been attacked.
Why?
Hey, I shop sometimes. I look around. So, but
only
you're not
in
wrong.
Home Depot.
Ron goes in, he has his little man
If I
purse
go to
with
any
him.
garden place, game stores, I shop around. But other than that, you're right. I mean, if I'm going to the grocery store, I know what I need to get. I get it. I leave. And that isn't all. That doesn't always mesh with what Rebecca wants to do. So
yeah,
it just is, what it is.
See, we like to look around. We like to go to fairs. We like to take our time and shop. But the guys, nope. Unless
I have become the laziest shit in the world, and I just order everything to come to my house, groceries, everything.
Yeah, that's what John does too.
And that's it. I don't get anything I don't want or need.
Well, I go shop, but for all the big drinks, if we need heavy things, I get that. We get that delivered, and then I go buy the actual food because I want to look. If I got to buy produce, I'm picky. I want to look at that stuff.
I understand.
I want to go to the meat market. I want to look at what they have. But other than that, anything that's heavy, I'd rather look. I tip well because I work in a place where I get a decent wage, but I also get tips. So I always tip well if anyone's bringing anything to me.
Oh sure.
So, but the just not having to carry, 40 packs of water and the double gallons of juices and things up the hill that leads from my driveway is a boot. It's worth paying someone. I even leave them a note. I'm like, hey, hold my driveway so you don't have to walk. I don't care. Drip oil on it. I don't care.
I used to live in an apartment on the 6th floor, and there was no elevator. It was all stairs.
Oh God.
I was in great
brutal.
shape then. That was I was in my 30s, and anytime I ordered delivery, they would call me and say, "Oh, you have to come downstairs and pick it up." I'm like, "No, I paid for delivery. You're coming up." But,
You're the delivery guy. Deliver.
yeah. I would always give good tips, though.
I know that one. One thing I did was to a funeral in the last week, and it was a gigantic order, and I parked very far away and slowly hauled all of it in as quietly as I could, as respectfully and quietly as I could. So I know the struggle.
The struggle is real.
It is.
It is.
I know somebody was making fun of me when I said I order everything to come to my house. So I am able to manage my weight loss and fitness because I only order good, healthy food to come to my house. So there.
Well, there you
Who
go.
was making fun of you? Was
That's half the
somebody
battle
making
right
fun of
there.
you?
Right here.
Yeah, you're doing great, buddy. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing good, dude. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Chet, how many pounds are you down overall on this fitness journey?
From 6 years ago, 187 pounds I've lost.
Dude, holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
A whole
impressive.
person. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Impressive.
Well, I was 437 at my heaviest. That's when I was taking care of my parents at end of life. So yeah, I was stress eating.
And you're just more sedentary. I've done that, with my grandparents. So but you're a lot more sedentary when you're doing that. It's understandable, dude. Don't knock. You're doing that. You're doing what you need to do now. So that is an admirable thing that you did too. That's you did the right. That's the right thing to do. So kudos for that. It's a hard thing to do too.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. I'm going to break in here. I want to, our guest from last week, Professor Dungeon Master. I want to break in here real quick. I'd be remiss if we didn't mention this, but Deathbringer topped $1 million today.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've got Roll for Combat in the chat who made this with him.
Isn't it up to 1.5 million almost?
No, it's at 1.02 million, Jen.
Well, it'll get there.
RPG. So that's good, man. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Well, you know what, Dan's worked extremely hard building his brand and his channel, and this is a testament to that. So,
and he's been in every page since its inception.
Well, I listen. I said it last week, and I've said it many times in the past. When people think of Page and they think about guests of Page, they think about Frank Menser, and they think about Professor Dungeon Master. Those are the two fixtures. They're the two cornerstones who've been to all the pages as guests. I mean, Chet's been there, as well. But I mean, those were the really big names. I
was a third tier name.
Yeah. But
Fourth tier.
But Dan's always been very generous to us with his time, with his promotion and with his energy, and congratulations to him on topping $1 million. That is a big achievement. And
Steven's in the chat. He's saying, "Wait, me too." Steven's been at all three of them.
Listen, Steven, hashtag me too. Okay.
Have we had Glicker in all three as well?
Glicker was at one.
What's next, Steven? You're going to say Brandon Gillum had something to do with it too? Come on. Let's not get carried away.
Don't be mean.
Oh man!
Oh goodness!
Listen, You know what? We should bring Stephen on here. Stephen,
Yes,
if I
we
send you a
should.
text, can we bring you on here? Because I want to get down to the nitty gritty of what the percentage cut you're taking to that deal is.
Well, how about you have that Steven replace me, because I'm 3 hours behind. I just sent a message to the chat asking for some final questions, brother. I got to eat something dinner. I eat dinner late, and it is 8:30, and I normally eat about 5:30. But I was getting ready for this, so.
Oh, you must be starving.
Oh, okay.
My father's in town, and he brought me some delicious fish tacos with his cousin earlier, so I got to eat a little bit of lunch. But yeah, I need to go eat some salad or.
Don't worry, Steven. Most of our guests try to get off early because Ron's jokes and stuff like that. So yeah.
Dude, I can talk to Ron for hours, and I have. I literally have.
Yeah.
So that isn't why, but yeah, I mean, I do need to eat some food.
Wait. Hold on. We've got Stephen taking credit. I was the one who convinced Professor to go in the first place. To what? Page 1?
And he lives nearby. That doesn't hurt.
If I lived in Philly, I would be.
Now it's all coming. Now it's all coming out.
Yeah.
You know, when the alcohol starts pouring in on Fridays, the truth starts coming out. Well,
did you hear about the Deathbringer scandal?
Yeah. Well, Professor wrote the initial rules, and I did everything else. You know, there's like a clip function
That's fighting words.
for the system we use. And I guarantee it's going to pull this section and say user claims to right Deathbringer. User claims credit for Deathbringer. But you know what, Stephen? You know, it shouldn't be lost on anybody that, you know, Roll for Combat has built up a massive following of people. And you know, all the great Kickstarter work you've done on the Battle Zoo products and behind the scenes on Pathfinder products. I mean, you know, listen, things don't happen by accident, and I'm glad you were able to help Dan not have to be on a fixed income now that he's retired from being a teacher.
it's true. Well, it is getting late here, friends. I don't know. This might be the longest stream we've ever done.
No, it's all. We're only 2 hours in. It's all good.
Yeah, we're 2 hours and 10 minutes.
All right. Well, Stephen, we're going to let you go get.
Yeah.
We're going to go let you
guys.
get dinner. Thank you again for your generosity with the painted diorama. We're all looking forward to seeing you in person.
I will be
I'm
Page
really
this
looking forward to hanging out with you guys, man. It should be fun. And I just want to thank everybody that watched tonight and for supporting, you know, for the supporting page, for supporting the Gap charity, for helping each other, you know, just be the peace you want to see in the world. And I'll probably be on here again before Paige comes, but just I'll leave you guys with that one. Okay, guys? Peace.
All right. Awesome,
Sounds
brother.
good.
All right.
Have,
We'll
have a
see
great
ya.
night.
Good.
There he goes. He's off into the night. All right. So, Dan actually gave Stephen credit for inviting him to page 1 on his channel. Oh. I'm going to tell a story, and this isn't to jab or poke fun at Stephen, but I didn't know Stephen was at page 1. No. I'm serious. I'm not making fun. It's like, you know, oh yeah, he I saw Stephen Glicker walking around. Phil's like, oh, Stephen Glicker's here. Stephen Glicker's here. He's all excited. Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm like, okay, I don't, you know, I was like, I don't remember giving Stephen Glicker a badge. And I went back and looked, and he paid for his badge. Like, he didn't even try to use his standing in the industry to try to get in for free. Not to say that others in the industry do that, but others in the industry would have done that, and Stephen didn't do that at page 1.
I thought you introduced me to him at page 1. Honestly,
Steven, who's
maybe it
in
was page 2.
I think it was page 2. I
Yeah.
introduced you to him.
Okay.
Matt. Yeah. Have you gotten any work from Steven?
No, just because I'm an artist doesn't mean everyone owes me work.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. All right.
Quicker.
Troy Hallman, we have a rule at Gen Con that whoever has the biggest Kickstarter for the year has to buy dinner. Depending upon the table, it might be who is at the table. It might be us. Now,
So he'll pass that on to Stephen Click.
no. You know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen.
Dan
They're going to be chasing. Steven and Dan are going to be chasing Kelsey down like lions on a wounded wildebeest to make sure she's sitting at their table.
Amazing.
So, all right. Well, listen. We announced Zeb Cook's going to be at the show.
Yeah, Jen, you tell him. Don't pick on Chet.
Don't pick on Chet. I didn't pick on Chet. Did I pick on Chet?
You love to pick on Chet.
Kelsey didn't have a Kickstarter this year.
True.
But the last one's not totally fulfilled yet.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so it's like the Oscars. It's still active, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We still haven't gotten our stuff, so.
Clicker, are you local to Paige? Are you near Philly?
New York, NYC.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Kickstarters, this is what we're going to leave you with. You know,
We're not doing a trivia question for Frog or for
There's probably 3 people in chat anymore.
no, there's actually quite a few. Yeah, we can do a trivia question. Who wants to ask the trivia question?
I do.
Okay.
Who won the auction for Stephen Rieder's miniature he painted for last year?
Oh.
Or for this year? Well, I say last year. This page. This
3.
page. 3. Yeah. Thank you.
You're not expecting me to give you the answer, are you?
No.
Is it Ron?
This is for the audience, right?
No.
Oh.
I don't know the answer, so I hope you know the answer.
You don't know the answer?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember.
I have no idea.
mean, I think a safe guess would be me, but maybe not.
I mean, Ron, you've got one of the biggest miniature collections in the world.
I do.
How many minis do you have? If you have a
I
tally?
got about 40,000 painted.
So
Wow.
are we doing the $25
It's a
thing?
$25 Troller
All right.
Games
So
gift.
Fosco Lockright just won.
Yeah,
Chet
'cause-
Minton. Chet Minton won with a $300 bid.
Oh, well, there you go.
Nice.
Very good.
Cool.
Chet,
Bob
were you-
Goodenough was pissed when he saw me raise my hand for it. And he threw his ticket on the floor.
were you and I bidding against each other on that?
Probably.
I'm sure I bid.
I think what you did is, all right, I'll let you have it this time, Chad.
I'm usually running a game during the auction, and I always miss it.
Yeah, we'll have to go to the auction this year.
Well, this last one was 5 hours long. I had to fallen asleep.
Yeah, that last auction was the lag with the online folks slowed it down.
Yeah, actually, I had a couple people talk to me about the online, and they don't like the online part, and that it should be exclusive to the people that actually come to Page. I'm just, maybe this isn't the program or the place.
No,
to say-
it's okay to talk about it. And here's my response to those
Yeah.
people. It's a charity auction.
Yeah.
We're there to raise money for the Gamer Assistance Program.
Yeah.
And we are always looking to improve wherever we can. And we're going to go away from Discord being the the key component for the auction because of the lag, and we're going to give Zoom a try. Because honestly, the only people who were in Discord were people who purchased the virtual bidder cards anyway. And Zoom seems to have a much shorter lag time, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Yeah. And Fosco Lock, right. Supposedly Ron has a set of dates he's going to share with us for going up to Seattle.
Yeah, we're still I have some dates from Stefan Picorni of when we're gonna do that. So one of the dates won't work. I know that. It was a weekend after Gamehole Con, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be there, so
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Stefan's place?
Yeah, Stefan had us auction off seats for a game at his house during the Page auction last year, and I bid on some and won. Ed Lopez, who's Fosco Lockrate in the chat, he got a pair, and Chet got a pair.
Rad.
So Chet's going to bring David Benavides there so he can break.
I don't know if he's going to be able to go because he just started a new job, and getting time off might be an issue.
Good. That's good, because it would suck if he broke one of Stefan's chairs.
I'll be your Chet if you need somebody to go with you.
I was actually thinking we could make a contest for on the live stream or something like that, and it does involve that person paying for their own airfare, though.
Yeah, I'll cover my airfare if you get that covered.
We'll definitely we can definitely talk about that and see what we could do there. That would be great. Jen.
Or we could say, hey, Phil,
Jen.
you want to come with us?
Okay, I was just making sure your head was nodding down a little bit.
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not a little tipsy, are you?
No, of course not.
Okay. So, let's see. But will any platform really work with the convention hall's Wi-Fi? We were actually hardwired in last year, Matt Archibald. We run a drop line, and that internet connection was hardwired. So yeah, it had nothing to do with the Wi-Fi.
I mean, the streaming worked fine.
Yeah, the streaming did work fine. But I think we had a hard line there too, did we not?
We probably did.
Wes Allen would know. He's still in the chat. He must be in the doghouse. He's not in bed yet. What's that shirt you got on there, Phil?
Dice Goblin.
Oh, okay.
My kind of shirt.
Did you stop out at her store?
No, when I was with you, we were there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I got it. I was digging through my closet, and I'm like, oh, I don't think this is the first time I think I actually wore it.
I'm actually wearing one of our supporting retailer shirts today, too. I am wearing Game Haven of Maryland.
Nice.
Very nice store. Very nice store. Yes, I was down in DC this week, and I was busy with meetings down there, and I hit some stores on the way back north. Game Haven was one of them. I also hit a store and found a bunch of pretty rare used stuff just in boxes underneath a shelf behind a closed door. So I was able to it's not this particular copy. This was my old copy of this, but I picked up a very nice copy of this and then moved my copy in here, and I'm going to this is going to go in the auction. This is a professional occultist on improving the realism of magic systems used in fantasy simulation games. And it, this is by PEI Bonewitz. It's a very interesting thing. It's 1978, circa 1978. And listen, if you don't buy this just for the author's photo on the back,
What? No way.
that I'm not.
That's fucking awesome.
But I'll tell you, it's a rare supplement, and not too many of them survived. So I'm glad we have one for the auction. I'm glad we have more easily art for the auction. We have Jeff D art for the auction. I can show something else for the auction too, real quick. Show a couple things here.
I heard there's going to be some third tier art for the auction as well.
Yes, I heard that rumor. Okay. So, first things first. We've got a nice framed print signed
Yeah.
Okay.
by Joey Dossel. This is a Greyhawk piece. His signature's there.
And he did this with our friend Troy Allman, who's been an excellent contributor and supporter of Page since the beginning.
Yes.
Who is in the chat right now?
He's in the
Yep.
chat right now.
And this is for Cannibal Press that Troy Allman has created and is growing up.
This is something interesting. It's odd and it's framed, but somebody put this together, and this is some components and rules and chits and a board
Oh,
from
sweet.
Dawn Patrol.
Ooh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, so I had to get a new frame for it. It arrived, it was damaged. But this frame is the new frame. And, all this is real sturdy in there. None of that'll move. And it was set. So, yeah, no, that is like some, a couple of cool things that are going to be in the auction. I can tell you another thing that's going to be in the auction will be, I'm going to get Zeb Cook to sign a set of Conan RPG, TSR edition RPG, the Core Rules box set. I'm going to get him to sign it, and we're going to put that up for auction there.
Are we going to have a carton of eggs?
I only do that for EcclesiaCon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering because we might need security for those.
Yeah, you know what? It's the Page auction. As much as I'd love to do a lot of that stuff, we get so much stuff for the auction, and I don't want to discourage anybody from donating to the auction because it's really for a good cause. When I really look at it, we're going to have to do an auction store this year. You heard me mention earlier about all the great stuff that Mike Shea donated to us. Not all of it made the auction last year. I have it here in the Page auction, in the Page office, to go back to the auction this year. And we're going to have an auction store where we just put stuff in the auction store at an anticipated price, similar to what they do at say, a Gen Con, and where people can just go buy it, and we'll put that money right into the gamer assistance program, so we can continue to help people in their time of need. In fact, We spent some gamer assistance program money very recently for somebody out at EdCon who was, having some difficulty. So we were able to help somebody. A couple other things going into the auction at Page, and I got to see if I can find this behind me somewhere in here. Or you know what? Actually, I think it might be somewhere else. But I've got a couple of slabbed adventures here behind me. I know we're going to have a set of this pairing of items. These are Bob Lydell items. But the Little Shop of Potions and Poisons, this is like a zine that came out in the early 80s. And then the backup to it, this is the second book to it, The Apothecary on the Street of Broken Dreams. And these are system agnostic RPG things. They're really small print goodness, and they're excellent, and they're going to be there. We have a DM screen, a second edition DM screen. And oh, wait, I think I found it. Hold on. Let me see if this one is. No, it is not it. But we have a second edition DM screen with about 30 signatures of guests from page 3. That'll be going in the auction. We've got we're going to have some first edition DM screen sets with signatures on them. We're going to have a giant 20-sided die with page guests on it. Hopefully, Chet, maybe we can do another artist board. We'll have a poster with signatures on it. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna, the preliminary list is coming out soon for the auction. I know we've been kind of quiet about it because there've been other fish to fry, but we got quite a bit of good stuff in here. We got a pair of Bristol dice, Bristol War Game Society dice in the auction this year. 2 sets of Creative Publications dice, full sets. There's going to be a full set of the Kickstarter edition, all-in edition of Tomb of the Ancient War King, which includes the miniatures, the illustration book, the isometric map, the 28 millimeter maps. That's going to be in there. There will be a second edition AD&D Player's Handbook signed by Zeb Cook. There's a few classics, but the Dallas role-playing game.
Oh wow!
In shrink wrap.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually probably quite rare.
That's from SPI. It's rare that one's actually in circulation. That's for sure. Oh, hold on 1 second.
Oh, while we've been sitting here, one of my collecting Holy Grails is up on Noble Knight right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Damn.
In shrink, no less.
Cool.
Yeah.
You are your favorite character.
I can literally hear the music in my head right now.
So chances are this might lead off the auction, the Dallas role-playing game. Yeah, there's a lot of good. There's a lot of goodness in this auction so far, and it's still very, very early. We have a set of crocheted polyhedral dice.
You could throw
That's
it.
awesome.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wonder how they roll. Yeah.
that were Gary Gygax's
Oh shit!
dice.
What? Really?
Wow.
Wow.
Certificate of authenticity from the estate, the whole bit.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Who donated those? Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
Dungeons and Dragons Crochet: The Book of Many Patterns by our special guest Stacy King.
Nice.
We have the book, which I'll have signed, and my sister is a expert crocheter. In fact, I think I mentioned before, my sister's disabled, and she makes whatever income she's allowed to make beyond what she gets as a subsidy from the government. She makes selling crochet patterns that she makes. I'm going to get her to crochet each of the items in the book and auction off the items plus the book, the signed book, and so that's going to be something that's going to be in there.
So cool.
So yeah, we have some great things, and I haven't really begun to dip into my collection yet. I can tell you there's a good chance that we're going to have every set of page specific dice to date as a group in an auction. So, the page 1, page 2, page 3, and page 4 dice will be there. And depending on how soon the Deathbringer backer kit fulfills, we may very well have one of the official Deathbringer jackets in the auction. So, yeah. So we have Troy Allman. Troy Allman reminds me we're going to have a set of Lakofka archive modules in the auction as well.
What does that mean, an archive module?
We'll have Troy explain it, but Troy has had access to Len Lakofka's unpublished adventures through the estate, through his widow, or I'm sorry, not through the widow, through the family, and they've been publishing them and getting them out into the public. So there's a full set of those. I think I'm sure we can count on Chris Clark to bring some of his old school goodness to the show again. Joey, I'm sorry, not Joey. Carlos Lysing. Lysing. He donated quite a bit last year. I would imagine we'll see the same this year. And I know we're going to be getting some good stuff from Kelsey Dion again, and we're going to have some gaming experiences as well that will be put on the block. Plus much more. Every week we'll reveal some new things that come in.
Oh yeah.
Sounds great, Ron.
All right. Does anybody have anything else? Does anybody from the crowd have any questions for any of us or for DJ before we close out for the night? Because look at Phil. Look at poor Phil.
I'll just pimp my social if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going right on. If anyone wants to tune into my live streamed 1E game, we're we're stepping through every TSR module in publishing order. We are 3 years in. We are at D1. We just started Descent into the Depths of the Earth. You check us out on Twitch at undertone_DJ. You check the YouTube videos posted later at YouTube at undertone_DJ. And a bunch of other stuff going on too. I've started a video game indie studio, unannounced stuff there yet. I've started a D&D publishing company to publish books. Nothing to announce there yet, but coming soon. And my day job, we're doing a Star Wars game, Diablo 4, and Borderlands 4. So yeah, I have too much shit going on.
Wow, you seem really busy.
Yeah.
It's good to be busy, though, right?
Good to be busy in this fucking economy. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, you always have plenty of work, Chet.
I know. That's why I don't want to be busy anymore.
You need a vacation then.
I'm on one. Yeah. Conventions are great. It's like work and vacation at the same time.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Chet, you have anything you want to leave us with?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the people who are viewers that are signing up for the Kickstarter that Ron and I are doing, the early sign up. We really appreciate it. And if you can share it and encourage your friends and other role player gamers to sign up, we greatly appreciate it. And thank you very much.
Okay. Phil, any last words?
Like always, folks, you get your badge if you're sitting on the fence. Tell your friends, share it out, like and subscribe to the channel here. I'm sure most of you that are still sticking around already are, but it helps us get the message out. So, and then of course you want to make sure that you're set up your notifications so that you're getting reminders.
I didn't.
Oh, what's going on there, Chet? What's going? Hey, wait a minute! You muted yourself. What's going on?
He's got company.
You've muted yourself.
How he knows he's muted himself.
When is the adventure?
Hi, everybody.
Oh shit! It's Heather Ashcraft.
Hey,
Scandal!
I know, God help us.
It's scandal! Oh my God! What is happening?
Hi, all.
hey, Heather.
How is everyone tonight?
Good. How are you?
Wait a minute. Is that
Wonderful. Just ran a wonderful game in Dark Space with some fantastic people. A couple from the Dungeon Cocktails Experience and from the Epic Travel, which is putting together the Luxor event next June. And we had a first time ever player, the granddaughter, I think it's Heidi and Eric's granddaughter.
Awesome.
One of them. So yeah, it was really fantastic. So 2 games, 1 panel, 9 straight hours.
Yeah, she's been running around all day.
Sounds like a lot.
Every good time here too. So.
Oh wow.
David should have heard by now from Christian about how the 1E game went. If he hasn't, he should. So.
Oh shit! I haven't yet. No.
Early, yeah.
I'm excited for the Luxor event. I'm going to be up to DM for that. That sounds rad.
Me too. I'm hoping for that one as well. So we'll see. But tonight's went really, really well. We had 7 people at the table.
I want to remind you guys that you're on the page.
Oh shit!
Friday Night Live program, but that's okay.
Yes.
But hey, this is practice. We practice. Paid pages is what we practice for, didn't you know?
Yeah, sure.
So don't say shit, fuck, or cunt, or things like that.
I think I did a bunch of times already.
I think you just got demonetized.
Yeah.
I'm sure we did, but
we're so deep into the live stream it'll never pick it up.
Yeah.
I think it picks up on the word demonetized.
Does
Maybe.
Oh, that's great. There we go.
I've always heard
talking
from
about
other
demons.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure that's any better.
Yeah.
Liaison's dangerous over there and
Hey,
Chet's.
no, I am going to put, I got to throw a shout out. I am only here in this capacity by the gracious goodness of both my roomie for the weekend and for the wonderful Ron, who I cannot thank enough for not showing up. Wait, that didn't sound right.
Yeah, I want to thank Ron for not showing up too.
But no, I have to thank them. They generously gave of space and time and to help me when I really needed it. And I am absolutely, thank you so much. So grateful. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
It made an absolute difference, especially with everything.
I'm literally uncomfortable with that kind of praise, but you're welcome. But yeah,
we're more than happy to help you. You've done so much for Paige and for Orange Cat Games, and it was absolutely nothing, really. Honestly,
did you tell her?
It really was nothing. I haven't paid a dime.
Did you tell her that she's got to take around the Kickstarter QR code so she can start getting people to follow it?
I did not dare ask her to do anything today with her running back and forth between things, and I'm laying on the couch taking a nap, and she's like looking at me like, "You jerk!" And
was she staring at you? Did you wake up and she was like?
Yeah. Well, she woke up and I was standing over the bed looking at her. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Don't make it weird, Ron.
As long as you had your pants.
Oh, it got weird a while ago, DJ.
Yeah. It doesn't get any weird. That's right.
There we go.
Yeah,
she'll keep us in line.
Jen was walking around with a knife today.
Oh well. Yeah. Don't mess with Jen. I've known that for years.
Yeah,
she's on my panel tomorrow too. Yeah. So we have a panel at 10 o'clock here for the women in gaming, and Jen is on my panel. I absolutely love having her talk about her role in the industry, and now she'll be able to talk about her role at Paige, which she does a fantastic job with. So very much. And then I can start bugging her about my panelists for Paige. So because I've got a few of those coming.
And she's also a huge support structure for us with Orange Cat Games, and we are so lucky to have her.
Yeah, you see how she motivates us.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah. That's literally her at my desk, at my booth, saying, "Where is this art? I don't want to hear any excuses."
Well, you got the memo, right? The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she said you get a paper cut right now. Next time it gets deeper.
Hey, first one's free.
Yeah.
Neil has just mentioned how excited he is that Heather's joined the program.
How excited is he? Oh.
We love Neil. We love Neil so much.
Neil is awesome.
Yeah, we love Neil.
He is great.
There's going to be so many cool guests and so many games and vendors and so much going on. It's crazy. We've heard a lot of fantastic responses from people who are looking forward to coming. A number of people who are returning that are here this weekend. So yeah, there's a lot of excitement going forward into January, which is saying something because most times in January, all we want to do is hide away from the snow.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I really regret that I wasn't able to make it out there as planned. So,
yeah.
A lot of people were asking for you. You are missed out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, work can trump things, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. When the head of the United Brotherhood of Carpenters says, "Ron, you got to go do this," and then you got to go do it. So,
yeah.
Just quickly before we head out for the night, just in case you haven't heard, Chet and I have a Kickstarter.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. That's okay.
No.
I'm just coming in.
I've got a question about the Kickstarter.
Now you can scan this. I'm pausing here intentionally so people can scan the QR code to follow the Kickstarter.
So I am at the Kickstarter right now, and you can save it. Do you guys have a date? When does it launch?
It launches Tuesday.
Tuesday. Amazing.
It launches Tuesday and will be fulfilled. We will start fulfilling exactly 1 week after it closes out. So Kickstarter is going to run for 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the product's already here. So product's already done. It's here. Some of the add-ons, they're already here. So hopefully everybody will take a little time to support it. But all right, Jen.
Okay.
You want to take us out?
Yep. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for coming. And don't miss Ron. He will be on my channel this coming Tuesday at 7:30 EST. So come on over. We'll be discussing his Kickstarter, which is launching on 10 o'clock on Tuesday. There is a launch party, if I'm not mistaken, Ron, right?
Yeah, live launch party on YouTube and Facebook.
So go do that. Watch that, and then come at 7:30, and we're going to be talking about that and Page and Concoction, and maybe if there's time, we'll be making Ron's Conan character for our upcoming game.
Ooh.
So lots of fun stuff coming up. Don't miss it if you can.
Are you going to be drunk on that show too?
Of course. Always. You know me,
Best
Jet.
way to live stream is with
Exactly.
Boy,
I got my coffee, I got my
I feel-
water, and I have my booze. What more can I need?
you know what? You know what else? We need scandal, and we got it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.